I'm here in Ile Ife at a fantastic university. I'm blown away by the beauty of this place. And I'm hoping that people will start to come and visit. Take a look at the type of establishment that we have here. This is the beauty of Africa and Ile Ife. These are students of the university?
Yes.
These are students of the university. Is there anything that you'd like to say to young people in Britain? Positivity?
Yeah, well, what I would just like to tell youths in the UK is just that Africa is a very, very beautiful place. And in Africa, we have a culture of hospitality. And it's actually shown, it's actually a known thing that in this part of the world, despite the blackmails against Africa, Africa has always been a place of brotherhood. And that is why you can even see everything going normally, and students, irrespective of their religion, tribes, and ethnic differences, are always coming together to find solutions to the problems we have in the world.
Of history, Oba University, Ile Ife. Just let me make this very clear. Oba University is the most beautiful campus on the shores of Africa. We have the best lecturer, we have the best architectural settings, and it is this university that really prepared me for what I'm doing presently. I studied history, I studied the past, I studied the present, and we project to what really happen in the future. And it is in this class, the course of these studies that I discovered that journalism is that profession that will reclaim the future. When you talk about journalism, you said they are writing running history. But as a student of history, as a graduate of history, we are combining historical perspective into journalism. So that if you pick any copy of Phoenix Magazine Nigeria, you discover that it's something that you cannot just drop. We are going to give you detailed historical perspective of every story we are picking. Individuals, events, places, and what have you. Azan of Phoenix Magazine Nigeria. It's a magazine that is just coming up, talking about our culture, our traditions, the beauty of Africa in every nooks and crannies. Talking about our magazine is discussing, featuring people, events, and places. By the grace of God, we are collaborating with Phoenix Newspaper London, specifically with that powerful woman, Mrs. McLaughlin, who has taken journalism into a new level, new height, very positive in reporting. For those of us who are accustomed to Phoenix, in London, in America, in Asia, in Kenya, we have been seeing this newspaper, the color, the content, the settings, the design of the magazine from the first page to the last page is just a reader's choice. And the same thing we are offering you in Nigeria now. Phoenix Nigeria is a magazine that just have to have a copy. Corporate organizations, individuals, everybody just come around and see it. We are bringing into your doorstep a magazine that will beat every other thing, every other magazine. A unique product from Phoenix Magazine Nigeria is that we discover that the Nigerian youth have not been, their potentials have not been fully tapped. So we have a product in Phoenix Magazine in which we are recreating the future, we are recreating the youth by bringing them, by creating platforms for them to discover themselves. We are creating platforms. In fact, we shall be coming up with programs and events focusing on the youth development, youth empowerment. It's not about giving people cash, but by telling them that you have this and by encouraging them to do the best in whatever aspect they are. We are focusing specifically on the youth so that we keep them out of the street and make them more active. Here is Mrs. Marcia McLaughlin of Phoenix Magazine Nigeria. Like I said the other time, she is in charge of Phoenix newspaper. We are bringing you the best. We are bringing you the best out of Nigeria. We have so many things. We have gone around, we have top places, and we have seen that in Nigeria, the best is yet to come.
And I can second that by saying I'm very, very grateful to be able to work with this man who has been in the publishing industry for a very long time. He's knowledgeable, and I'm grateful of his positivity. And we together will make sure that we continue the work that we're about to begin.
My name is Mazi Okoro. I run an engineering firm, an estate firm. And we've been in this business for a while, developing firms, estates, and infrastructures. Now we have been in touch with Phoenix newspapers, Birmingham, and a well-read newspaper, large readership, and with people's oriented vision, connecting the people and reaching the new generation. So we want to use our medium, this medium, to reach out to the world, to get to know what we do. We are looking for partnership, people who will be interested in investing in our businesses, come into partnership with us, look into what we are doing, and we will share knowledge and visions together in what we have to do. And this company has been in existence for more than over a decade, and we have a good track record of transactions that have been completed, all over the world. It would also be nice to note that we are a member of Nigerian Chamber of Commerce, and we've led a delegation to China representing Nigeria in business. And our doors are open to investors all over the world who want to come in and ask questions about what we do, or who want to look into the things that we've done previously, or who want to bring in their own ideas of what they think we could do to move forward. And this medium, I know, will be a good platform for us to move forward globally, which has been our target, being able to do projects beyond the shore of Nigeria, and also attracting investors into. There are so much opportunities in the estate industry in Nigeria, and we want to tap into it. There are over 15 million housing units that has to be done. And we're looking for good partnership with people that have good knowledge in the industry. And I'm sure the world will be pleased to do business with us as we unfold the treasures of housing in Nigeria. There's a great need for housing in Nigeria. There are great needs for infrastructures in Nigeria. There's a great need for, looking around the continent, Nigeria as a nation, you'll see there are great things to be done in this country. So anybody who wants to partner with us will not have a moment of rest. It will be a restless moment. There will be no break. There will be no, and it's not a profit. It's not a business that's loss oriented. You don't expect to make losses because the potentials are high. It's well articulated from the drawing, designs to completion. So it's a joint venture that will enhance the knowledge of both parties, both investors and indigenous partnership. And we're looking forward to having a relationship that will be fruitful with whoever that will be interested in doing business with us. Thank you. I want you to note that we have a good track record. We've done quite a good number of transactions, especially in the banking industries. We built lots of bank branches and have been involved in roadworks, civil works. And we're looking out for competent partnership from all over the world, because we have projects. Now we're facing estate development and infrastructural facility provisions. So we're looking like the roads, stadiums, and bridges. So we're looking for a good and competent partnership. We have contact to get the project from the government, and all we are looking for is partnership, financial partnership, for which we'll have good. Your equity is your finance. We have our own equities here that could be the land, our own letters, and things that will convince that the jobs in the project are genuine. Like the editor said, we don't do backstreet businesses, and you are free to make your inquiries should you find interest in dealing with us. Behind us, we'll be told exactly what we've told you. So it's a profitable venture that you wouldn't regret, and we're also time conscious. It's not something that you tie to time, it will tie to time that will tie down your money for a while. We are time conscious, we want to have a period for the commencement of the project and a finishing time, as long as the partnership is working.
I'm Marcy McLaughlin, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Phoenix newspaper in Birmingham, of which I'm proud to be associated with. One of the things that we are known for is the fact that we are a positive newspaper, one of which has never ever been seen before. We connect communities, we're non-biased, and we provide a truthful platform by which people can do business and associate themselves with other businesses across the world. I'm here with AC Okoro, who has proved to be one of the most dynamic businesses within Africa, or Nigeria. And we would like to endorse him so that people are aware that the publications or the people that we put in our publications are authentic. And should they want to do business, I am saying to them that these are the kind of people that they should work with. We've come out here to pick out the quality businesses that people should be working with. We'll be engaging with Chamber of Commerce, we'll be engaging with UK Trade and Industry, because that is the way forward. We do not do backstreet, and we're asking people that if they're interested in doing business in Nigeria, to go the right route. Thank you very much for listening. It's a privilege that I sit here in the shrine with Osogun and to represent the Phoenix newspaper, one of the UK's only positive newspaper that believes in connecting of communities, because we all know that God believes that all people on this planet is very important. And so for that reason, we're privileged to be a part of a festival that is asking people to come and celebrate with them. This is an opportunity to get young people to understand the greatness of the works of the African people and the people within throughout the diaspora. This is a lesson and an education for the world, and we are privileged to be the paper that they've chosen to partner with them. I thank you, and I hope that you will read all the coverage that we've done to support the festival, which I believe is in October this year. Thank you very much.
I know it will interest people to know that Ile Ife, being an ancient city, being discovered even by the British, being discovered even by the Americans and the Germans, that Ile Ife is an ancient city and happens to be the city of the deities. It will interest people to know that where I'm sitting here is where the god of iron turned to a stone relic. I want to implore people to come down and see the goodness in our culture and tradition. By the time you all come for the festival, you will all see by yourself what we are talking about. May Ogunlakaye continue to guide us in the British Republic for their warm gesture towards welcoming us when we came for the last Commonwealth. You are good people, and I want to commend you that you have behaved nicely to us. And I even want to add that coming to Olojo Festival will make you see a lot of things. Yeah. And the millions of people you'll be seeing on that day. And we have to show to you the artifacts and the cultural heritage we have here in Ile Ife. So we'll take you around to Ifa House, to where Oduduwa, the first palace on earth, we'll take you there. We'll take you to Obatala's house. A lot of places you see. Igboro is here. We'll take you to a lot of places. You will see where Oranfe lived throughout his life. When I mean Oranfe, I mean Shogo, the god of the thunder. you see a lot of things. You see a lot of things here in Ife. What they are doing in Jerusalem can also be done here. And that is what we are working towards. We want people to really value our culture, norms and tradition. Because what they are doing in Jerusalem is what we can be doing here. What they are doing in Mecca can be done here as well. God has a purpose for creating every one of us. God created Ile Ife. He made Ile Ife the city of deity. He has a purpose for that. So when you come around, apart from sightseeing, this is a place, it's a sacred place. Ile Ife is a sacred place where you pray. And all your predicaments will be over. Everything you pray for shall come to pass. So I want as many people as possible to come from the diaspora to witness this festival we are talking about. I know you will never regret coming.
Zoom. Don't worry.
Gbogbo ni ẹ inú ya dùn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ débi láyé apádà láyé bàbá. Ọmọ àyàbá ilé ojú àwọn Osogun Odua. Èmi rẹ̀ àbúrò àbá. Ẹ̀wọ́.
Oníṣẹ́ ìbànújẹ́ kọ́ ṣe ẹ̀yọ́, máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò, oṣù ọ̀pẹ̀lẹ́ o, oníṣòbí, ọ̀nà àgbàtà àṣẹ, ọ̀nà tí ìtì, ọ̀nà bàbá kí ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́lẹ́gbẹ́ o, mo jẹ́ kó lùkù lọ́gbà o, ẹ̀ka káṣí ẹ̀mọ̀ tú o, òdì láyàtà láàfíà o, tó kó ojúmọ̀ rí o, ọkọ̀ ọmọ ìwàlùsí o, bó ti ká bí wọ́n tún lè fẹ̀ sí ẹgbẹ́ náà dá o, mo jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́, mo jẹ́ kó dọ̀tí o, mo jẹ́ kó fáwọn gbogbo o, kọ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ ní olùwọ́n ẹgbẹ́jì, àbùdíkùtù àbúrò jáde, onímọ̀ ìdàkọ̀dá náà kó tó ń dàkọ̀dá òun pàpà lórí mẹ́tò yìí, tí ń fi ìdàlọ́ ẹlẹ́jọ́ wọn ní jẹ. Kọ́ wọn aṣẹ àkọ́ wọn jẹ o, kọ́ máa lọ kọ́ máa bọ̀ rí o, kó tó máa tẹ o, ìgbọ̀n lóhùn o, ìgbọ̀n káàkiri nǹkan mọ̀ ṣe àná o, kọ́ máa lọ kọ́ máa bọ̀ rí o, kọ́ ọṣẹ ní pọ̀tí ńgá báyìí, mẹ́jẹ̀ kẹ́sẹ̀ kún o, lọ́dọọdún báyìí náà tọ́ rẹ̀ lọ́dọọdún báyìí kó máa rà á, kó máa mú yẹn rẹ̀ rà á, káyìí tí a náà ṣe ń bẹ́ o, onímọ̀ṣà pàníṣẹ́ o, kẹ́ máa rà o, kẹ́ máa gbélé ìfẹ́ láwùjẹ, kẹ́ máa tún lè fẹ́ ìṣe, mẹ́jẹ̀ kọ́ fáwọn olùgbà níṣẹ́ òun lé, ọṣẹ ló gbé lọ́rùn gbà kọ́ mẹ́jẹ̀ kó bí ayé mú o, ìdúlé kó ibi lọ́rọ̀ mẹ́jẹ̀ kó bí ọ̀dì bí o, kéṣùmọ̀dé náà yọ rẹ̀ o, bá níṣẹ́ òun lé, yọkọ máa bọ̀ rẹ̀ kó jó ìmọ̀ ayé mọ̀ mí o, kó tẹ́lẹ̀ pẹ́ o, onímọ̀ṣà pàníṣẹ́ o, yọkọ àdúrà rẹ̀ gbà o. Ọ̀sẹ̀ nù ìdúlé kó ibi lọ́jọ́ ojú ẹ̀mọ̀ ìgbé o, ọ̀sẹ̀ nù àṣà kó máa bọ̀ rẹ̀ o, ọ̀sẹ̀ nù òfin ìgbọ́ fẹ́lẹ̀ dẹ́ o, ẹ̀mọ̀ ìjẹ́kó ìnira o, lórí ọmọ lórí iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lórí ọkọ rẹ̀ kó mọ̀ ìnira o, ọ̀sẹ̀ nù àṣẹ kájà òṣìkà ọ̀sẹ̀ nù ìjà ayé mọ̀ dá kó mi ayé mọ̀ mìíràn o, kó ìwé ayé mọ̀ mìíràn o, káyé mọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ rán o, gbogbo ọtí ńlọrọ̀ bọ̀ bàtà onígbèsàkùnrin máa dọ́wọ̀ lé o, ọ̀wọ̀ ló kó ọ̀wọ̀ ló dò ọlọ́wọ́lé ní ìlú o. Bade folo ke kamba ya nufẹ kọmọ jaba o bade mọtò ní ilẹ̀ pẹ̀jẹ̀ kan ṣubú ìmọ̀ ìjọba ṣubú akọ́nà àwọn àdúgbò máa lọ́wọ́ o kọ́ ọṣẹ ní onígbè jù àbúrò ìjà bade ṣé o ẹ̀kọ́ náà rẹ̀ la o.
Àdúrà ẹ̀ ti gbà. Your prayer has been answered. Your prayer has been answered.
Thank you.
Two open, two close.
Your prayer has been answered. Say I give thanks. Mo dúpẹ́ o. Mo dúpẹ́ o. Kamu ko ana ti ale ni ya.
Wa ti bímọ lọ́wọ́.
Ele je.
Ya mu ko bímọ so.
No, ababa je na. Ya wo.
I got chocolate.
You just have
Let me calm down.
Let
me calm down.
Osogun mi. Osogun mi. Osogun mi. Osogun mi. Adabo. Yeah.